and welcome to the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for archives of today's show on the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. Today, it's all about Leon Thomas Jr., his life and times and best hits. And now, we're going to be talking about more of his best songs of all time. To start off with, a song about New York. It's called Welcome to New York. This song talks about the beauty of New York with its vibrancy and diversity, the lifestyle, the excitement of living in New York. Another song called One. This one is a song about nervousness and dating. The singer is trying to approach a girl and he's feeling very nervous. So he's singing to the world about his feelings. There's also a song about cards and meditation called Shape Your Mind to Die. This one's a deviation from the typical love songs, a poetic sort of song that talks about a person who's using cards as a way to meditate. So he's using various cards in the card game as ways to find the truth about the future. And the song Willow Weep For Me, a song about the pain that comes with lost love. This is the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. On this segment, we're going to be talking all about the meanings of these songs. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after some music. And this is the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for archives of today's show on the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. Today we're talking all about Leon Thomas Jr., his life and times and best hits. Now we're going to be talking about more of his best songs of all time. To start off with, a song about New York. It's called Welcome to New York. Now this song talks about the beauty of New York with its vibrancy and diversity, the lifestyle, the excitement of living in New York. In the opening scene, we are transported to the bustling streets of New York. The singer is walking down New York. The village is aglow. There's a myriad of loud heartbeats on the courts. The theme of the song is about how everybody in New York is seeking something, finding answers, looking for something, searching for something beyond the ordinary. That's a metaphor for the dynamic, ever-changing nature of New York City. In the chorus, the lines, "Welcome to New York, it's been waiting for you," are repeated. So that's a metaphor for the idea that New York is open to everybody. Also, the theme of freedom of expression, of lifestyle is talked about. So the song basically says, living in New York can be challenging and unpredictable, but it's worth it because the love that the city inspires. So overall, the song talks about how New York is a place of contradictions, but its energy and diversity is irresistible. And another song called One. This one's a song about nervousness and dating. The singer is trying to approach a girl, but he's feeling very nervous. He's singing to the world about how he's feeling. He's saying he doesn't know exactly what to do, how to win her affection. So in the lyrics, the singer is pondering the various ways to get her, the things that she loves about him, things that he can do to win her affection. Treating the girl with respect, being there for her as a friend and a lover, being a listening ear to her. Also the lyrics say, true love happens naturally. It isn't forced. The singer can't control if the girl will like him back. The chorus, "I like the girl," is repeated to emphasize this. So the song is basically centered around the theme of the importance of being honest with one's feelings. There are sacrifices to commit to real love, but they're worth it. Now for a song about cards and meditation. It's called Shape Your Mind to Die. This one's a deviation from the typical love songs. This one's a poetic sort of song that talks about this guy who's using cards as a way to meditate. He's playing cards, not for respect or money, but to find the answers in the second geometry of chance, to find a way to read the tarots through his cards, as it were. He is fascinated by the law of probability. The numbers lead to a dance that lead to the truths, the answers to the mysteries of the future. Each card has a different symbolism. The spades, the clubs and diamonds each have a different meaning. The spades represent the swords of a soldier, the clubs a weapon of war, the diamonds signify money. So these facets of the card game are ways for him to find the truth about the future. Willow Weep For Me, a song originally written by Ray Charles. In the lyrics, the scene opens up with a weeping willow. The singer wants the weeping willow to listen to his pleas in the lyrics. The lover's dream, which he calls a lovely summer dream, has disappeared. He is now crying tears into the stream that the weeping willow overlooks. And he is asking the tree to listen to him. It's his only friend. Then the song goes on to talk about the heartbreak that comes with lost love. The singer then starts singing to the wind, saying, "Love has sinned. and his heart is broken, causing him a lot of distress. He is asking even the night to hide its starry lights so that he can grieve alone. He is asking the weeping willow to mourn with him, and together they stand alongside the stream as the shadows fall. And this is the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashan De Silva. Now it's time to talk about more trending promo news. The album Bessie Sings the Blues is trending right now on the Roots Jazz charts. It's an epic album by the Count Basie Orchestra. The Count Basie Orchestra have won 18 Grammy Awards for their music, topped numerous jazz balls, appeared in various TV shows and movies, and toured leading jazz festivals and concerts around the world. So this album features various blues-themed songs and features a star-studded lineup of artists from George Benson, Buddy Guy, Bobby Rich, and more. Contains a blend of various blues styles performed with the Count Basie Orchestra's signature style. The lyrics are delivered in a beautiful, magnificent fashion backed by beautiful background music. The songs are renditions of classics like Stormy Monday and I'm a Woman. There's also original compositions like Let's Have a Good Time and The Pattern Basie Shuffle. This album is trending right now on the jazz charts. You can purchase the album on Amazon or iTunes. So that was a bit of trending album news right there, and this is the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashan De Silva. We're going for a short break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about more of Leon Thomas Jr.'s best hits of all time. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashan De Silva. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for archives of today's show on the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashan De Silva. Today on the Jazz Update, it's all about Leon Thomas Jr., his life and times and best hits. Now, more of his best songs of all time. A song called Just in Time to See the Sun. This one's a song that centers on the themes of hope and patience. The singer is singing about having a very difficult time in his life, possibly referring to depression. But he has the hope that the sun will rise again. It's worth waiting for good things to happen. A Japanese song called Gypsy Queen. Now the lyrics of this song are in Japanese. This one's a story of a very tumultuous love affair. The couple in this story are undergoing chaos in their relationship. And a song called Damn Nam Ain't Going to Vietnam, a song about how soldiers felt when they were conscripted to Vietnam. And finally, a beautiful love song called Got to Be There. This one's a song about love, devotion, and being there for the people that we care about. On this segment, we're going to be talking all about the meanings of these lyrics. Stay tuned. This is the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashan De Silva. We'll be right back after some music. And this is the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashan De Silva. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for archives of today's show on the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashan De Silva. And now, it's time to talk about more of his best songs of all time. A beautiful love song called Got to Be There. This one's a song about how it's important to always be present for the ones that you love. That's what the power of reciprocal love is about. Got to be there in that context means it's important to always be there for the ones that you love. Now the lyrics talk about the singer who's showing the girl he loves how much he loves her, telling her she's the most important person in his life. So it's a song about love, devotion, and being there for the people that we care about. A song called Damn Nam Ain't Going to Vietnam, another popular rendition by Leon Thomas. This one talks about how soldiers felt when they were conscripted to Vietnam. The song says, "So put down your books and pick up a gun." That refers to how people were randomly taken off their day-to-day lives and conscripted to join the war effort. They went from being kids to soldiers in no time. And the song talks about themes like they weren't even prepared for that battle. The song says, "Open up the pearly gates," symbolizing how, regardless of age or gender, so many people died in that war. A Japanese song called Gypsy Queen. The lyrics of this song are in Japanese, and this one's a story of a very tumultuous love affair. The couple in this relationship are undergoing chaos. The first two lines translate to the sentence, "The two of us ended up on page 125, setting the tone for the song. So basically the song talks about heartbreak and sadness, how the singer had to let go of somebody that they loved, and now he has trouble moving on. The next line says, "Sighing in the heavy sky, tainted the color of wine." There is also in the song a sort of reference to the supernatural. The lyrics reference tarot cards, astrology, and the concept of being controlled by a higher power, So overall, it's a very mystic and beautiful song. A song called Just in Time to See the Sun, in which the lyrics talk about how the darkness never leaves me, just in time to see the sun. A song that centers on the themes of hope and patience. The singer sings about how he's having a very difficult time in his life, possibly referring to depression, but they have the hope that the sun will rise again. It's worth waiting for good things to happen. Now, the phrase just in time probably implies the sun is almost too late to turn up, but it did turn up just in time to save the singer from the darkness. The lyrics go on to say, and every shadow disbelieves me, making mine a longer run. Meaning, the singer has to wait a while for that to happen. The shadows symbolize the journey from depression to hope, the doubts and fears that assail one. There's also mention of clouds and thunder that symbolize trials and tribulations. It's all about waiting for good things to happen. This is the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. Don't forget to check out the archives of today's show on the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. We've come to an end of today's show, so it's time to recap what we were talking about. Today's artist of the week was Leon Thomas Jr., a jazz and blues vocalist hailing from Illinois. He started out singing in the Apollo Theater in New York, later joined the Count Basie Orchestra. That's where he partnered with jazz saxophonist Pharaoh Sanders, with whom he produced his famous hit, The Creator Has a Master Plan. Leon has been called the John Coltrane of jazz vocalists. He would combine scat singing and singing traditions common to African traditional music. He also became famous for his habit of yodeling in the middle of lyrics. So that was a bit about the biography of Leon Thomas. Now let's talk about some of his best hits of all time. A song called Just in Time to See the Sun. This one's a song that centers on the themes of hope and patience. The singer is singing about having a difficult time in his life, possibly referring to depression, but they have the hope that the sun will rise again. It's worth waiting for good things to happen. China Doll is a song about the fascination with Chinese people and Chinese culture, expressed through the story of a man who meets a beautiful Chinese woman and falls in love. It all takes place during a beautiful walk through Chinatown. A song called Malcolm's Gone is a song written at the height of the civil rights movement. That was a time when many artists took to expressing their cry for equality through their music. Malcolm's Gone is a beautiful jazz tribute to civil rights activist Malcolm X, who was assassinated a few years earlier. Another song called One. This one's a song about dating. The singer is trying to approach a girl and he's feeling very nervous. So he's singing to the world about his feelings. And possibly Leon Thomas's most famous song ever, The Creator Has a Master Plan. This one's a song that talks about the philosophical. It says, everything in the universe is interconnected. We are creatures of design and not of happenstance. So that was a quick recap of today's episode of the Weekend Jazz Update with Jashani Silva. We've come to an end of today's show, so I'll see you again next week. Have a great week ahead.